My name is Francisco, and this is the course overview for ABA628. I ended up studying, besides the required timings I needed to do each day, I studied each morning using the Quizlet app, um, 10 minutes with the cards and acquisition and 5 minutes for fluency. And then in the midday, around lunchtime, I ended up studying both decks for 5 minutes each using the same Quizlet app. This was done because I work um, during my ABA sessions, I drive to each one of them. So it's easier having my phone versus having the physical cards. And having the physical cards at home just made it a lot easier, just keeping it in one spot. So I can study at night and record my timings. The adjustments I made were to add the midday study times because before I did not have them. This was added due to feedback from my D-cell scores, which were a little bit higher. And thanks to this adjustment, I was able to bring down both my D-cell scores for my fluency and acquisition decks to 0 and keep them that way. Some personal objectives in this course that I've met where I ended up every day having the checklist basically of when I studied so I could visually see that I did it. Before I did it on a whiteboard, and then I ended up doing it on my phone, just having that visual on my Google Calendar. So I know that I studied that day for sure. And I also, for the most part, in the beginning of the course, I ended up doing assignments a little bit earlier. Towards the end, I was doing them that same day, but it didn't cause me any stress, which was what I was worried about. So I'm glad and I'm okay with doing it the same day right now. And another personal goal that I ended up doing too, which for the most part I did, was try to um, reply to different people each week for the discussion board. That way I can see a lot more perspectives for each of our discussion posts.